Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is my video for my favourites in the month of May. Now I do apologise, I do have little Parsnip is in the other room and she's playing. So if you can hear any noises that are of like children, that will be my little girl Sophia. Right, okay, let's get straight into it. May. I'm not even going to say anything. Or just May. Where did it go? I thought April went quick. May. June. Going to be in June. Okay, enough of that. Right, okay. First thing I'm going to do is show you just a hair product. I haven't used any different shampoo and conditioner from last time because I'm really enjoying what I'm using. But I will show you this. Can't remember if this was on the last video or not, but this is the Marvellous Glow Oil with Argan and Camellia oils from Ultimate Blends by Garnier. I really love this. This is really good. Basically, wash your hair, you come out, you put a couple of drops in your hand, through your hair, and it leaves your hair really lovely and soft. It's just gorgeous, and I really need the extra at the moment because I have dyed my hair. I have very little to no grey now, which is what I needed, so we'll see how we get on now we've got that done. So that's hair out of the way. That is literally all I've got for hair. Skincare. Oh no, I have got more hair. I bought the Colorista, and this is One Day Colour in hot pink hair, and it's basically a pigment that you spray, and I'll show you, this is what it looks like on brunette. It's really good. It does go everywhere, so if you're going to use it, I would definitely use kitchen roll or paper or something like here. Put a towel on and whatever when you're spraying, because otherwise you're going to get this everywhere. You can see how pink that is. What you doing? Yeah, do. So let me just quickly squirt that in the lid, so you can see how pigmented that is. It's really colourful. Now, I really like it because it gives a really nice effect on your hair. The only thing is, obviously, for a couple of days afterwards or a couple of washes afterwards, you are getting pink. When you go to bed, you will get pink on your pillowcase, your bed sheets, etc. So my advice is put something on your pillow that you don't mind the pigment getting on, that you can bung into the wash, or put your hair up in a bun and cover it over with something while you go to sleep. Oh, I just feel like I could do this with my hair all day. It's just going everywhere. But yeah, it is good stuff. It does look really nice, and I do like ombre hair, but I'm not brave enough to actually have it done. So to have something where you're going to get some colour in your hair, even if it's just for a day, I think it's really good to do, and I think it's great to take away on holiday with you so that you look really funky, etc. So yeah, I think this was £6 or £6.95. It is quite expensive, but it's not as expensive as getting your hair done, and you can make it last as long as you want by doing it when you want. So yeah, that's awesome. Skin, I have two things for skin. I have the Vichy Neovadial Magistral Elixir. I can't talk today. I cannot talk today. Yeah, this is basically an elixir. You got a little knob. She said to him, "You got a little knob that you press in, and you have your product." And you literally don't need a lot at all of this. And you put this on your face. And I put this on just before I put my primer on. And it is really good for the skin. It's just really lovely. It leaves your skin feeling really, really soft. It's very hydrating. And I found that when you put your foundation on top of that, it looks really nice. You've got this glow. You look hydrated. It looks really good. So, yeah, what I'm going to do so that you can see what I mean. I'll use it on my decollage so that you can see the effect that that has. She's singing, bless her. So yeah, it's like really nice. It's really, really lovely, luxurious. So I think that's about £30 a bottle. And the other thing that I've been using quite a lot of that I really like is the L'Oreal, and it's the Revitalift Filler Renew. It's a hyaluronic replumping serum. Replumps wrinkles and defines contours. So this is great because you cleanse, tone, do whatever you do, and then you have this which looks like a hypodermic something. It looks like a shot. It looks like an EpiPen, and you literally just press it down once, and you've got your cream. It's like a pearlescent-y sort of colour. Just rub that in, and then it disappears into the skin. It's very wet. So it's got a very wet feeling. Go on then, you don't have to announce it to the whole of YouTube. So yeah, it seeps into the skin. It's really good, really hydrating. Really... What do you need to whisper in my ear? Lovely, I'm sure that everybody needs to know that. No, go on, go and do it.
Some of your video said no.
Go.
Everyone doesn't need to know.
Go. I digress. I digress. This is really good. I use this, and I have found that it really has helped my wrinkles. I need a remote control, don't I, with a volume button to get quiet. Yeah, really good for covering up them wrinkles. It's good. Again, very expensive, but very worth it. And yes, I would repurchase that. Then we have, oh my goodness, back on this again. The Freedom Pro Studio Glycolic Radiance Tonic with ginseng and aloe vera. And this is really good. I use this more than night, and again, I found that it really is good for taking dead skin cells away and brightening your complexion and toning down the red. £6 available at TAM and at Superdrug. Definitely worth doing. Really love this. Bought some backup as well so that I don't run out, because it is like the bee's knees. Okay, primer I've been loving this month. I've done a separate video on this. This is the 5-second Perfect Blur from Garnier. This is a good primer. There's not more else I can say about it really. The best thing to do is to have a look at the video. I will just show you. It's got 30 mils in it. It's quite a thick consistency. Has like a pink tinge to it. You literally just rub it in and it disappears. And it leaves this lovely sort of soft feeling on the skin, and it just fills in the lot. I mean, I think today personally my makeup looked okay, and I think it's down to changes. Obviously I'm still using my bee sting and whatever around here, but I think a lot of it is a lot of the changes that I've been doing in my skincare, which has been really good. So yeah. Okay, on to other bits and pieces now. Makeup. I found Bourjois 123 Perfect, which is 3 pigments, 3 correcting pigments, 0 imperfections. You have yellow in this for dark circles. You have mauve, which is for anti-dull, and then you have green pigments in this for anti-redness. Now this, I don't know if you can see, has worked a treat on my skin. It's really good. I have, where I burnt myself, anybody that follow me on Instagram will know that I done a nasty burn last month. I'm just going to put a tiny amount on the burn, because you can see how red that is. Okay, bear in mind that you alright? Good girl. Bear in mind that this is still swollen, it's still raised. Did you get Sophia to do a little song and dance?
What did you say?
No. You saw the red scar there. You can hardly see it now. Just do a close up. And that, you know, that's just the scarring on an injury. So you would obviously put your concealer and everything on top, and it works really well. It's so good. Really pleased with it. £11. It's good. It's my go-to foundation at the moment. I've got several that I'm going to quite a lot, and this is one of them. But this I've been using more than the rest. Once I've done that and I've used my concealer, which is the same concealer as last time, go and put it away, please. Go and put it away. Kids. I've been using as a setting powder the Ambient highlighter. Oh, I know what you're saying. What? Do not touch the electrics, please. It's dangerous. Wait. Yeah, so yes, it's a highlighter, but it's a from Glow from In highlighter. It's not, I mean, I've got it as my setting powder. It's not a shiny not a shiny highlighter. It's just really lovely. And when I first bought this, I was like, well, what's the point of that? There's no highlight. You know what I'm like with my highlight. Highlights rule as far as I'm concerned. So a friend of mine, Helen, suggested using it as like a setting powder. And do you know what? Blaming gorgeous. That really is gorgeous. Really like that. Then on top, my highlighter, I'm using Diffused, which is one of my favourites anyway. But I'm then using this, and it then really accentuate this, which is the diffused one. So I'm going to just go over the top, like I always do. So you can see that really accentuate that highlight, makes it look really, really lovely. And then just to make it even sparklier, even nicer, if you want to really glow and be out there, there's the Brighten, which is this one, and it's Brighten rather than Brighten rather than Bright On. This is not a seaside resort in a pan, I tell you now. You can just hop right in, go to the karaoke and go a bit down. So this one on top, and then just look at look at that. It just, and then on its own, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, these three at the moment are like, yeah, holy grail, absolutely love them. Get out of there, please. Somebody's found the stickers for the kids for when I have when I do my photography.
Yeah. So there's stickers in there. There's no stickers in there.
No, I don't. Blusher. Oh my goodness. I love this. One of my blushing hearts. I don't know if this was in my last favourites or not, but got it on today. This is one of
Mummy,
my favourites.
Can I keep it? Can I keep it?
You can. No. Whoops, that's the only thing is it's fell out. I will give you swatches individually of the colours in the hearts. So they're your blush colours. So you could use those individual colours as blushes because you've got peachy and pink in there. Or you can swirl your brush round And you have this lovely colour, which is what I'm wearing. And when you mix them all together, it makes this colour here. God, world's worst swatches ever. Bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. Just found that, yes, I have got my Rimmel Wake Me Up. I think this was in my favourites last month. This is such a good concealer, and I'm actually really enjoying this. I use this on my foundation to conceal, and then I use the collection Perfection one just under here slightly, just to brighten up my eyes. But this is so good, and like, I find that it really is a good match for my makeup. I'm also been using love this. This is a Miss Baby Roll Mega Volume. Again, I have on today, and it really does makes your lashes long. It's long lasting. I haven't had any fallout from it. It really makes my eyes really pop. And I really like this. And I did say last time when I done a video of this, it does look, the brush does look like it's full of nits, but it's not. It's just a really unusual type brush. The other one of my favourites at the moment is the Renaissance Glow by Makeup Revolution, which is contour and highlight. The contour in this is just perfect for my skin. The colour is just enough to give me a shadow. Again, I have it on today because I've been wearing it every day. It blends. It really is just lovely. And I found that you can take it down your neck as well, make it, you know, make your decollage stand out, make you look good. And then the highlight is king. Sorry, but the highlight is just, I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful. So that's £8. You get a little velvet couch. You get a couch. So yeah, go along, get a highlight palette and get a free couch with it. Pouch, which is awesome. Really like that. God, sorry, my throat is really starting to go now. Oh, I burn. Properly burn. Eyeshadows, I've been using this, which is no surprise because I reviewed this and said how amazing this is. These are mostly mattes apart from a couple of shimmers here, which I will swatch for you. But they are just beautiful and they're so pigmented. Just really, really lovely eyeshadows. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. You can see on my eyes where I've used it. And the mattes are extremely pigmented as well. So that's just 3 of them so that you can see what they look like. So that's what I've been using day in, day out. Just, I really, really love it. It's great. This is, I believe, £10.95. I think it's one of the items that got £2 off at the moment at Superdrug. Could be wrong, but yeah. And then I have this lipstick, which I never thought I would have this in my favourites, because I did actually, I'm going to take my hair down, sorry. Sorry, I've got to take my hair down because my head hurt. Yeah, the Velvet, this is the Velvet Matte Metallic Lip Lacquer, and this is from MUA, or as my mum likes to call it, it's from MUA, which I think is really funny. It's a really, really lovely colour. Now, I can't remember the colour of this, because when you take the cellophane wrapper off, the labels to tell you what the colour are on the outside. Just give this a swatch so you can see. Again, this is what I have on now. It's a really nice colour. And I think it goes really well with the eyeshadow as well. It goes really well with the Flawless 3 as well. So, saying that, I would imagine, spitting again, I would imagine it would probably go really, really well with the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and also probably the Holy Grail palette as well by Violet Voss. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really, really love this. I don't usually wear a lot of dark colours, but I do like that. That is really nice. Then this sponge, it's a sponge now, this brush that I got in my Real Techniques, there was a kit. I will link the video down below. But this is the prep brush for putting on foundation, and I have been using this to put my foundation, primer on. Because I read somewhere that if you rub on your primer, you're actually lifting the skin cells up, which means that you get flakiness and bumps and whatever. Whereas if you put it, just dab it onto your skin and then brush it on, and then use a beauty blender, use a beauty... You use a beauty blender to push the primer into your pores. It then gives you that more smooth finish, and I've got to say it's been really good. It has worked. I have noticed a huge difference, and I've got to say that I am really liking it. And the last item that I've got, well, it's actually several items. Now I can't tell you how much this cost, because this was actually a birthday present from my friend Sarah. It's this roll of brushes here, which are awesome. There's no label or anything on them, so I can't tell you anything about them, but I do think that they may be made of goat's hair. These are amazing. Hello, those voices gone completely now. Yeah, these are absolutely amazing. I really like these. The brushes, that they just feel so soft, and they have a real hair texture to them, and they just work so well. I mean, brilliant for blending, just fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic for packing eyeshadow onto your lid, and then when you want to find detail, you can use this as well. It's just awesome. And yeah, I'm totally and utterly in love with this set of brushes. I will find, if I can, the link on Amazon. I will go and find them, and I will pop the link in below. But I don't think they're very expensive. I don't think they're any more than £20, which I think for a decent set of brushes is really good value for money. So there you go. Oh yeah, and they do up. I like the cream. I love the cream. I think it's different, because most of them come in like black or whatever. But yeah, that's my favourites for this month. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologise about the interruptions. I do apologise. Speaking of interruptions, yeah, I do apologise about the interruptions, and also the non-existent voice. So yeah, anyway, I will see you again in the next video. Please subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah, thank you for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.